God bless everyone. Welcome to Hike Reviews. Today we have the 2025 Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy Night Edition all-wheel drive. And yes, that was a long name. And big shout out to Diamond Honda here in Palmdale for letting me review this vehicle. All right, I want to showcase the front end of this beauty. I have all the lights turned on so you can see the beautiful DRLs that run down like a waterfall. We have your headlights down here and the beautiful turn signals that are integrated into that grille. So when they're off, it looks like it's part of that grille. Very, very clever design. And if you look at your massive grille here with your radar detection right there on the bottom, adaptive cruise control, all sensors all around since this is the loaded vehicle. As you go onto the hood, you have nice lines that go across the hood, very aggressive shape. Going around to the side of the vehicle, let's take a look at these gorgeous wheels. You have the tires are wrapped around some and Hankook tires. You're looking at 245 50 20-inch wheel. Looks really nice. And as we go onto the mirror of the vehicle, usually on any accented vehicle with black, the mirror caps are blacked out, but as you can see, the bottom is blacked out and the top is the color of the vehicle. And the design for the turn signal is really clever, really nice. It's not something that I've seen before on any other vehicle, but it does give it that nice, unique touch as the vehicle has. Now, of course, this vehicle is keyless entry, so put your hand there, unlock the car, touch here, and you can lock the car. So really nice. And you have your gloss black accents on the bottom as well. And really something that I have to ding here is that this is a silvery material. It's not black, surprisingly, because this is the calligraphy package, so I would assume everything to be blacked out. But other than that, everything else is nicely done. This black glass portion, really nice and smooth, and more black accenting on the bottom. Taking a look at the rear end of this vehicle, and the beautiness does not stop. Look at these black accents that you have here, and you want to know that you're driving an all-wheel drive, but it doesn't say all-wheel drive, it says HTRAC. What is HTRAC? Hyundai Traction. So it's a fancy name of saying all-wheel drive. And as you see, the continuous of the calligraphy black night edition, everything is blacked out here. You have a camera right here. No, it's not the backup camera. It's actually for your digital rear view mirror. Your backup camera is going to be right there. Going towards the lower end, on the bottom of the vehicle, you have all your sensors in the back, nice gloss black accents, and your dual exhaust on the right side. Now, let's get into the trunk of this vehicle. That is very important when you're going on trips, especially with the big family. So one touch to open the trunk. And this is the space that you get with the third row up, but you have actually a pretty decent amount of room down here. You can put a lot of grocery bags or anything that you need to put in there. It's a really decent amount of space. So let's go and close that up. And this is a fully loaded vehicle. Hyundai really put the fully in the fully loaded. As you can see, all the seats go up and down with a push of a button. No manual opening and closing. So let me go and demonstrate that for you. So if you push this button right here, it's going to go ahead and close the seat. Let me get these out of the way. Get some brand new floor mats with your vehicle. And again, on the left side, really easy, simple. And now once the seat goes down, you have a lot of room here. And to bring it up, it's just that simple. Just push this button and it comes right up. Now let's get into the hood of this vehicle. What's under the hood? Wow, that's very dirty, but that's to be expected with it sitting outside. What are the specs of this vehicle? You're looking at a 3.8 liter V6, 291 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque, get you 0 to 60 in about 7.6 seconds. This is about a 4,500 pound vehicle, which is not bad for an SUV because my sedan is that much almost. All right, but you are looking at 19 in the city and 24 on the highway, which is really pretty good MPG if you look at it for this kind of vehicle. What is something like this cost you? Now, my camera will try his best to get you what the MSRP sticker looks like, but we got some beautiful tints, and you might see him instead of the actual sticker, but we'll try. So, looking at this, it's a 56,000 MSRP vehicle. It does have some options. It has a beautiful hyper white paint, $470, which is not bad for a paint job. You know, some paint jobs can cost upwards of $1,000. And of course, this is a Korean car, so you know it's built very well. Hyundai's and Kia's didn't have a good reputation in the past, but I know they're doing a really good job now. Now, this vehicle at Diamond Honda has some of the options that the dealer put on. So from 56, it really brings you up at to the 61,795 with the $2,500 markup, since this is the top of the line package and it is a desired vehicle. Is the interior as beautiful as the exterior? Well, let's find out. Let's try that again. This time it opened. Great. All right. Now you are greeted by this very high-end, luxurious design. Look at all this piano black with the lines, with the accents, beautiful stitching that goes down again like that waterfall effect. And the speaker grills are aluminum. Everything that I see in this vehicle that Hyundai does, they do put a lot of high-end touches. These buttons are all aluminum, as most vehicles they're gonna be plastic. Now, you do have your setting for your memory seats for your 1 and 2 for your seats. And as we transition to the interior, you have your steering wheel. Again, all the buttons on the steering wheel, aluminum, beautiful aluminum vents, piano black. You have some gloss black there, and all the accents look really nice. Going to the seat, even you have aluminum around the seat controls. It looks really nice. And going towards all the stitching, all the perforation, again, waterfall effect right there, suede materials, even suede on the headliner. Starting with the interior of this vehicle, and we could take our time because I'm getting a massage right now, and it's great. And I apologize to my cameraman because it's only massage sheets for the driver's side. But let's get into it. So as always, starting from the right side, the ventilation system is actually really nice and sleek, and look at the flow of this ventilation system. Goes straight across, and of course you can see the purple ambient lighting right underneath the ventilation system and under the doors to your right as well. And let's open up the glove compartment as always. Good amount of space, really nicely done. You have your gorgeous lines going across with that piano black. And as we go towards the center of this vehicle, going to the part where I love is you have a mirror. It's regular, but now it's a digital, and that's the camera that I was talking about. Really nice to have, especially when you have a bunch of stuff in your trunk and you can't see behind you, but you have this digital mirror for that. What you're looking at is a 12.3-inch screen. Of course, you also have your 12.3-inch digital cluster, which we'll get to in a bit. But it's really nicely done. Of course, you have a touchscreen with all your necessities here: Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Everything is here where you need it. Really smooth, no lag whatsoever. Great colors. And as we go down, you can see all the buttons are mapped out for you. So you have all your buttons here for your heated, cooled, but we have the heated on because it is a little chilly out here. And look at the knob here to change your modes. You have smart, sport, comfort, eco, snow. You have your lock mode if you want to lock your differential and go out off-roading. Auto hold, great for when braking and you don't want to hold the brake. All your buttons here for your shifter, and all your different buttons if you're going downhill. You got your camera set up right here, and this is a 360 camera, as you mentioned. Looks really nicely done. So most cars, they have like this black around it, and usually BMW is the one that does it really good with the technology. But Hyundai did a really nice job. And this is actually really cool. This is something that you see on a BMW, but that looks really, really cool to see around you. So really good job on it. As we go down, you have your storage compartment right here. So you just push it and it opens up. You have all your areas for your cup holders, wireless charging, USB ports, and the cool thing is if you want your cup holders, you just push that button and you get your cup holders. And you have your storage right here. So nice amount of storage, 12 volt, and your charger right there. Little coin storage. Really nice. Looking at the steering wheel, it's actually a really unique design, not something that you see on most vehicles. They'll have like that V shape here, really nice. And as the steering wheel warmer is on, it's actually really nicely warm all around. Some vehicles you just get this area warm, but this is really nicely done. And you have all your buttons that you need that are necessary. You have your steering wheel assistance and your adaptive cruise control. So really nice. Now going into the digital cluster, which is really nice. So right now it's on snow mode. We're going to change it to eco, and then we're going to change it to comfort, sport, which I really like, it looks really nice, and smart mode. So it's really cool that between the modes the digital cluster changes, and they did a really, really nice job. So it looks really, really gorgeous. I had to say the really twice because it does look really nice in high definition as well. So as we look at the back seats, I want to show you the buttons that you have to get to the back of the vehicle. So the button right here on the bottom, when you click it, you can see the seat moves forward. And then of course you also have the button right on top. If you click it, the seat moves forward to get back there. You can always get back here, but honestly I'm more of a fan of just going right down the center. So, and of course, as you see, the beautiful seat design from the front continues right onto the back. So let's get into this vehicle. Of course, you have your manual controls to move your seat front and back. You recline. You have not one, but two cup holders right here. And the luxury continues to the back passengers as well. You have heated and cool seats in the back. You have your connection here if you want to connect that PS5, your 12-volt connection, all your temperature controls, and your lighting right on top. And one thing that I do like, you have your ventilation up here. In the Grand Cherokee, one thing that it lacked is the ventilations were on the side pillars, and they didn't really do much. I know something like this is going to do a lot better and keep you hot or cold, or actually cool you or warm you whenever you need it. Of course, you have your armrest right here. What is this? Oh, okay. So I was like confused for a second. I was like, why is it going down? But the cool thing is you go down and then you okay, yeah, it's a little flimsy Hyundai, but oh, so you have to go all the way down. So I'm the one that's flimsy. It's not Hyundai. You have to go all the way down, and then you can adjust it to where you need it, which is actually really cool. Most vehicles they just have one setting, so it's really nice that Hyundai does that, but you gotta get used to it because I was confused there for a second. Forgot to mention a couple things. We have your little glove compartment here. I don't know what you want to store. You gotta store some candy bars in here, but don't let your parents know. I'm just gonna store some candy bars so you can eat them. And of course, you have your chargers here for those addicted to the phones. You can keep your phone charged all the time to the road trip. Now let's jump to the back of this vehicle. All right. So as I said, I like going through the middle. Let me get back here. So plenty of space in the middle, but let's go to where I would sit. So this thing is all the way reclined, I believe. So my knees are actually touching it. But most importantly, what I can do. How you doing? So now I'm reclined, so I got a little more space. You can't say that about every single vehicle. And I do have heated seats, so they did not forget about the all the way in the rear passengers. So if you're sitting in the back, you still got some luxury. And the seats, they continue. They didn't cheap out on any of the seats. All the seats have beautiful luxury. And you got your ventilation right here on top. And as we're exiting the back, we do have sunshades. This car has tints already, but you can have the sunshades for extra shading from the sun. Hence the reason it's called a sunshade. And there you have it. That's the review on the 2025 Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy Night Edition all-wheel drive, or as Hyundai likes to call it, HTRAC. And I'd like to leave you with the verse of the day. That's going to be Matthew 18:20. Jesus says, "For where two or three are gathered together in my name, I am there in the midst of them." So Jesus is always with us whenever we are gathered. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe.